Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving! This is a special Making Meals with Mika live. It's Thanksgiving, right? So everybody should be in the kitchen. Everybody should be vibing. I got me a mic right here, so I shouldn't have to yell. Thumbs up. If you can hear me, let me know. Today's going to go a little bit different. I will be interacting with the camera, but listen, we all got Thanksgiving to prep. So I'm just going to be walking around, getting everything done. I got my music playing in the background. I got my cocktail. Hey, hey. For all my cognac drinkers. And let's prep this Thanksgiving. You guys will be seeing me. I have to do a lot of stuff. I have to pick greens. No one really likes to pick greens. So I have like 10 bushes to pick, really small, really small. I am also going to brine my turkey today. I am waiting for actually my brine to kind of cool down. And then picking greens, turkey, and deviled eggs. So here we go. We're just going to be live and I'm just going to be walking back and forth in front of the camera. We're all here prepping Thanksgiving. Come in, let me know what you're cooking this afternoon, what your vibe is like, and let's just vibe, you know? Let's bring home the vibe. My brine is on the stove, so I have to cool it down. I'm just going to go get some ice to put in my brine, which is chicken stock, so I could get this turkey in that brine. Oh. And those of you that are cooking, no Campbell soup, no Campbell soup, no Campbell soup. What's up, Jeff? Let's go. What are you cooking today? What's going on over there? Happy Thanksgiving. This is prepping. What's going on? Are you well, you're in Arizona, so are we grilling turkeys in Arizona? Tacos for Thanksgiving? What? You guys, I'm talking to my buddy Jeff. He's in Arizona and they're having tacos for Thanksgiving. Well, not over here. This is my turkey brine, which is just chicken stock. Well, it's chicken bouillon. It's going to give it a nice color and flavor. So I'm trying to cool this down. The bouillon is nice and warm. I need to cool it down before I put my turkey in there. No. Oh, you're cooking tacos tonight. Oh, well, okay. What's for Thanksgiving? What are you cooking? Okay, so let me just put this. I don't know what the tradition is in other households. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of African American culture here. So, an African American family, at least I know growing up, like Wednesdays is where it went down. So Wednesday, you have the music playing, you have your cocktails, and you really do prepare to stay up all night because you're just prepping and you're cooking. Because a lot of our dishes, they do take, some time to get perfect and nice and tender. So this is the turn up, Jeff. Wednesday night is actually the turn up. So tonight, I am brining my turkey. I am going to pick 10 bushes of greens, which that's actually a really, really small amount. I'm actually going to do my deviled eggs. Do your deviled eggs the day before. You will thank yourself. No one has time to be stuffing deviled eggs the day of Thanksgiving. Go ahead, do that the night before. I'm going to do that today. Tomorrow I'm making a ham. I'm making my turkey tomorrow. My dressing is already made up. It's in the refrigerator. I'm making my mac and cheese the day of. That is definitely, you cannot make your mac and cheese the night before. That's definitely a day of dish. Sweet potato mash, a bit of maple syrup and cinnamon. Okay, okay. Listen, I am not a huge fan of sweet potatoes, but I make them every year and I make a delicious sweet potato pie. Let me show you guys my sweet potato pie that I made, okay? Hold on 1 second. Now listen, you guys, I don't normally bake. Hi, little brother. Hi, welcome. I was just showing off my pie. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. Now, I don't normally bake. I did make my mom's famous rolls. Hold on. Now, I'm gonna stop calling them my mom's rolls, and eventually I'm gonna like adopt them as my own. I haven't perfected them just yet to say my rolls, but I made these last night, so we got homemade yeast rolls. Oh. And then check out this pie, guys. And I don't even eat sweet potato pie. Okay, but I did. Okay, so this pie isn't going to be picture perfect because I had to take a little bit out of it to taste it. But hold on, don't ignore that little slit that's taken up. Look at that! Look at that pie! Isn't that isn't that pie beautiful? Come on now. Okay, all right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We are turning up. It's going to be a little different today. You guys are just going to see me walk around the kitchen. We're going to just have a great time. I got my music on. I have my cognac over here with some water. Do we have cocktails today? What is everyone sipping on? Tell me what you're cooking in the comments. Let's go. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We're having a good time. We are hanging out, keeping each other company for Thanksgiving Eve, okay? All right. Yeah, I got the game plan. I always game plan. Do you hear me? I always have the game plan. But you guys, we're hanging out today, okay? So, what are we cooking? What are we prepping? What do I need to do? Oh, let me show you guys these greens I'm about to cook. Here's my turkey, though. Everybody, all right, where's your turkey at, guys? Show me your turkey. I'll show you mine. Here's mine. Here's the big boy. Let me drain them real quick. So I told you guys I'm going to be on and off camera, okay? So if you miss me, I'll be back. Don't worry about it. So here's the turkey. You know what? This really isn't a big turkey, though. It looks big, right? This is only a 12-pounder. I did some catering earlier today. I cooked I cooked a big boy today. He was like 16 pounds, gorgeous. Sliced him up nice and beautifully. Put some herbs on him. So this guy's just waiting to go into the brine. That's it. He's just waiting. Oh, the camera. The camera asked 10 pounds. That was cute. Yeah. Oh, you guys, he's not that big, okay? He's a little slim, but Jeff said the camera asked 10 pounds. So we're gonna set him over here because the brine has to cool down. And I'm going to get started on these greens, which is the main vegetable for this Thanksgiving. You guys. Okay, look, I'm trying to read all of the comments here. I have this amazing Apple Music playlist, but I can't play my Apple Music and I'm streaming from my phone. So now I have to do YouTube with all the YouTube. What's up with the commercials? Like, I mean, I know that's how we get paid, but y'all gotta cut it down. Brother, you already have your greens. When did you make your greens? You made them earlier today or yesterday? Tell me about your greens. Let me go get my greens, guys. Okay. So, of course, we got the collards. Don't even worry about it. Okay? We got the collard greens. Send me a picture of your greens. Can you post a picture of your greens in the chat? All right, so I do mixed greens. So I have collard greens, I have turnip greens, and I have mustard greens, and sometimes I do kale because kale adds a nice quantity. They're really big, but I didn't feel like doing all that. So now I just have the lovely task. So you guys get to hang out with me, literally me in front of the camera, because I have the lovely task of picking all of these. So I would love to know, how do you pick yours? What is your... Some people buy the greens already in a big bag. I don't like that because it has the stem, and I don't like a lot of stem in my greens. But these are look at these. These are beautiful. Look how beautiful these are. So we're not doing green beans. This is the vegetable we're eating. Okay? And for those of you that aren't familiar with greens and think that there's only one type of greens, there's more than just collard greens. Like kale is a green. I put kale sometime in my green. Mustard greens are a little thinner. A lot of times, like, you can compare mustard to Swiss chard. So if any of you guys eat Swiss chard, you're actually eating greens. It's just a fancy green. But mustard greens are close to that. And then we have turnip greens, and those are going to be a little spicy, and they're really, really nice and thin. So I like the collard greens because they do add a little thickness. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving. Jive 815. Happy Thanksgiving. What's going on? What's on the menu today? I'm just, about to pick some greens. Okay, so this is what I do. I have a whole little assembly line when I'm doing this, guys. So I have a what is it called, like a ranch style sink. That's not the word. I'm having a loss of words because I'm so excited we're all hanging out here. And I just pick my greens and I put them in the sink, and then I'm going to wash them. So you see how it's so many of them. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Farm style sink. Yes. Farm style. You knew what I was... Yes, you were picking up what I was laying down. I have a farm style sink. And for those of you who don't know what a farm style sink is, sometimes the sink, it has two sides, what a farm size sink or farm style sink is just one big... Mine is a big square, and it just goes down. And it's terrible for like cleaning, like washing dishes and stuff, but who cares? But it's perfect for like rinsing off turkeys, or you want to wash, a lot of vegetation. It's perfect. So that's a little bit about my kitchen. So what I do is I just peel it like that, and then I like for my greens to look very authentic. Some people some people are really nice. They roll them up and they chop them. I just take them and I just tear them. And my grandmother taught me how to do it like this, and this is how I do it. So I take it and I fold it, and I feel like this is the easiest way too. And then I just tear it. So I was on green picking duty at the age of like 4. Okay, anybody was on age picking duty growing up, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. And my mom didn't tell us how to do it. She just said, make sure you take the leafy parts off the stem. And we have to come up with our own way of doing it. So after years and years of doing it, I have perfected the most efficient way to pick greens. Okay, and you can use this method for any single green that you have. And if anyone feels like they have a more efficient method, let me know. But this is the quickest way. This way you're chopping them down. See, you're making them smaller. You're getting it all off of the stem. You don't have to worry about taking a knife and chopping it. It's just doing too much. And then also when you cook them, they just all like mix together organically. Okay, let me see. They look nice and they are nice and fresh. Yep, they are nice and fresh. And then what I use to wash, I don't use any chemicals when I wash these. You know, you guys think about it. Spinach comes from the dirt. What else? Most of our vegetables, you know, cabbage, lettuce, it all comes from the ground. But then you hear these crazy, ridiculous stories of like people taking greens and washing them with dish detergent. Like, that's just ridiculous. Why would I want to eat something that I wash with dish detergent? That's ridiculous. So I just take these and I do wash my greens with warm water because it wilts them anyway, and I want them to be wilted. So it's don't wash these with anything else besides hot water, okay? Or unless you have that really nice produce wash. But you don't want to put any chemicals on this. The goal is to wash off the chemicals, not add more. So you guys see how quickly I just did that? Now, if you have a more efficient way to pick them, let me know. But this is how I do mine, guys. One down, only have 9 more to go. So what's going on here? Okay, yes, thank you. Look, Jive, you're going to have to be my promoter. Like, when I make it, I'm just going to have to hire you to promote me, because you're right. If you guys are having a good time, it's Thursday. You are making Thanksgiving dinner with Mika. Go ahead, push the like button. Hit that like button. If you are not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys are doing right now. Are you in the kitchen? We have Deontay. He's already cooked his greens. What are you working on now, baby brother? We have Jeff is making carne asada tacos for the family for tonight. He didn't really tell us what's on the Thanksgiving menu. And me, I'm just over here picking 10 bushes of greens. And I'm picking them like this. And then I have my cocktail. Does anyone else sip on Thanksgiving Eve? I got the music in the background. It's all about the ambiance. So let me know what type of music you guys listen to. I like to listen to R&B. Nice and calm music when I'm cooking. Hello, Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. We're just hanging out. Everyone's preparing Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm just hanging out with you guys, picking greens. But I am going to make some deviled eggs today. I was telling everyone earlier that my turkey will be brining later. I made up my dressing already, so my dressing is in the refrigerator. I just have to put that in the oven tomorrow. Tonight I am making fresh cranberry sauce. Okay, let me guys know. Do you guys love fresh cranberry sauce, or do you like canned cranberry sauce? Oh, Jive is playing some Roy Ayers. Okay, let's hit it. Everybody's jamming out. I just asked the question if you like fresh cranberry sauce or canned cranberry sauce. I like both. And I have to admit, Jive, I don't know who Roy Ayers is. Should I know? Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I've never had Jive, you've never had fresh cranberry sauce? You need to have fresh cranberry sauce. It's so easy to make and it's absolutely delicious. I'm not going to say you'll never go back to canned again, because canned is our childhood, right? Canned is what we're familiar with, but canned is also on sugar. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a delicious homemade cranberry sauce. Wasn't that leaf gorgeous, right? Wasn't that leaf absolutely gorgeous? This produce is beautiful. Now I'm going to cook these with some smoked turkey. and onion. Okay. And I think that's, you guys, I think that's the only vegetable that we're going to have for Thanksgiving. Don't judge me, okay? Normally, I would do, what other vegetable would I do for Thanksgiving? Well, sometimes I used to make pot roast for Thanksgiving, so there's carrots and peas and things like that, but not this year. We're doing it really small this year. Okay? All right, let's go, guys. If you guys are having a good time, go ahead, hit the like button. Let me know what you're cooking today. You guys see this a very efficient way that I have come up with to pick greens. The only way that I know. Well, I know a lot of other ways, but we're just gonna use this one, okay? Does anyone else know who Roy Ayers is? Jive said he was listening to Roy Ayers. I've never heard of that one. I don't know who that person is. You guys gotta. Okay, I'm almost done with these. All right. So what have you guys been doing today? Have you guys been cooking all day? Oh, 70s soul. Ooh. Okay, tell me a song. How about you give me a song? Maybe I might know a Roy Ayers song. Yes, I used to listen to Roy Ayers. Joyce knows who Roy Ayers is. Wow. 70s soul. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys, I probably know a song. Probably. Maybe not. Welcome, you guys. If you are just tuning in, you guys, I'm learning not to yell. Can you guys hear me? I have this microphone here because when I watched back some of my lives, I noticed that I was yelling a lot because of the sound. So I have this microphone, so now I have to get used to not yelling. My brother said he's been cooking since 8 this morning. Yep, cheers. Me too, brother. I've been up. I had to go to my commercial kitchen and prepare a couple orders. And then now I'm in my kitchen and I'm preparing orders for home. Okay, let's get it. But this is the best, you know. And then my clients, good morning from India. Good morning. Is it okay? In India, what is a big celebration that you guys celebrate that involves food? Because it's Thanksgiving over here, but good morning from India. Can I say Kumar? Good morning, Kumar. Hey, it is Thanksgiving Eve over here, Kumar. Okay. All right, let's go to this one. Jeff, not own, I belong to. Eventually, yes, Jeff. Eventually, but right now, I belong to. Okay. I belong to. Okay, so now I'm on my second bag. These are the mustard greens. These are going to be so much more tedious, but these add a little peppery flavor to the greens. A lot of times when people hear greens or soul food, they automatically want to say, oh, just collard greens. But no, there are other greens, right? And look at the texture. The texture is vastly different. This is really, really thick. And then we have these just, kind of thin, a little lighter color. And we're making mixed greens. Now, mixed greens are different depending on who's eating them. With my mixed greens, I like mustards. I like collards. I like turnip greens. And I like kale. So I normally have a mixture of 4. People are particular about the type of greens that they like. So now I just have 3 bushes of this. So I'm just going to be right here hanging out with you guys, picking greens. Yeah, of course. Food is an integral part of culture. Yes, I agree. So you guys want to know why I love to cook so much? Because food outside of, I feel like food is the biggest connection between people. Even before music, even before sports, it's food. Many people gather around, everyone has tradition. And I would say in every single culture, there food is the center of pretty much everything. And we are more alike than we are different. And we would learn that even if we just try different cultural foods. I know there's been plenty of times where I've tried another dish in another culture, and even if it wasn't exactly like a dish in my culture, it was very similar. It used very similar ingredients, or it had the same taste. So that's why I love to cook, because it just joins everyone together. Okay, so yeah, I'm a big ball of just hugs and kisses today, okay? Okay, let's see here. I gave you a thumbs up. Okay, yay! Thank you. So is your name Trey? What can I call you, Trey? Welcome, welcome. Listen, this is Thanksgiving Eve, and we are just hanging out. I'm in my kitchen preparing some of my traditional, cultural dishes from my culture, and I would love for you guys to share some dishes that's traditional in your culture. We're hanging out, we're listening to music. I have cocktails. Who has a cocktail? Cheers. And just feel free to share. Anybody, what's a traditional dish that you love? My brother's on here. He's been up cooking since 8 a.m. And I was just sharing that in the African American culture, especially the night before Thanksgiving and the night before Easter and the night before Christmas. So pretty much the night before any big holiday, it is traditional for us to just cook all day. So we get up early in the morning. We're all prepared to stay up the whole entire day. And we're literally cooking for 12, 13, 16 hours. And we are enjoying every single part of it. So I've been up cooking since 7 a.m. Okay, I delivered some meals to some families today, and now I'm cooking for myself. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you guys are just tuning in, you guys are making Thanksgiving dinner with Mika. We're in my kitchen, we're just hanging out, and I am prepping. I'm doing all the labor of love that's needed for this dinner. Okay, I make your cultural food. My husband is African American. Oh, and your mother-in-law taught you how to cook? Yes. If your mother-in-law taught you how to cook, you are a part of the family. Okay, I feel like that is a rite of passage. So if you learn how to cook from your mother-in-law, welcome to the family. What is something that she taught you how to cook? Please share. I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate that. Look, you guys, look, I am zooming through these greens, okay? It's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is all about cooking and love and family, and I just feel so loved and blessed. So I show my love and appreciation by cooking. So if you ever have the chance or the pleasure of me cooking for you, just know I put every bit of love into every single thing that I cook. Even when I'm doing my reels and I'm sharing recipes with you guys, I'm sharing it because that's my way of sharing a little bit of love, a little bit of happiness with you that day is when I share my recipes. So feel free to share recipes with me. How are you guys feeling this Thursday? It's Wednesday. It is hump day. It is Thanksgiving evening. So that means we're turning up, guys. We're turning up. Okay, we're not going to bed until later. All right, I was up until 2 a.m. making homemade rolls, okay, and sweet potato pies. Okay, so this young lady has made ham hock, sweet potato pie, yams, collard. Okay, nice. So I'm on the greens part of that. And I don't. What other vegetables are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Or does anyone do anything untraditional for Thanksgiving? I know, like sometimes this year I was thinking about not even doing a turkey. I was gonna do Cornish hens, and I typically do a pot roast. Like I make the best pot roast ever, and I bring it out for Thanksgiving, but I'm not doing it this year. So Tell me some. Is there anything not traditional? Is there anything that you cook for Thanksgiving that people normally don't cook? Let me think, and I'll share mine with you. And for Miss Trey, I'm just gonna call you. It says Trey Long. I'm gonna call you Trey. Yes, when you're practicing recipes, you're not gonna get it right the first time. You have to practice and practice and practice. My mom used to make something called hot water cornbread. Hot water cornbread is just cornmeal that you pour hot water in it. That's it. And you make these corn cakes on the stove. And she made it look so easy. And she passed away, and I didn't get the recipe. And I loved her hot water cornbread. So I looked at recipes on the internet, like I could not get the consistency right, and I would get so frustrated that I would cry because I could not make this hot water cornbread. And then I literally tried that recipe, I would say, for about 5 years. And then one day I made the perfect hot water cornbread, and I literally started bawling. I was like, oh my God, like I was bawling my eyes out because it took me 5 years to make the hot water cornbread. And I have a hot water cornbread reel, so go check it out. Subscribe to my channel, and you will see these delicious hot water cornbread patties. But when we talk about different cultures, Miss Trey, so hot water cornbread, right? It's a corn cake. I didn't know that thank you for subscribing. I didn't know that other cultures have corn cakes. So I was dating my current boyfriend now, and we went out, and he's Mexican, and we went to a Mexican restaurant, and he ordered a sope, and I tasted it, and I was like, this is hot water cornbread. And he was like, what are you talking about? So the sope itself, what they add toppings to, it's sopa, yes, it's literally hot water cornbread. So that's when I say I love food, because we have so many, we're alike in so many ways, and food is one of them. So, all right, okay, enough of this, rainbows and hearts, and I'm a rainbows and heart person. So, oh, you're Spanish and white, okay, so hola, ¿cómo estás? Habla español. Hablo español un poquito. Me aprendo español. I need to practice a lot. Okay? I need to practice a lot, guys. So if anybody wants to help me with my Spanish, please help me with my Spanish, because I need to learn. But I do try to speak Spanish as much as I can. So if I'm out and I know that someone speaks Spanish, I would try to engage them in a conversation, but then I'll tell them like, hey, I only speak a little bit. So, go easy on me. All right, guys, happy Thursday. If you are just tuning in, Making Meals with Mika Thanksgiving edition. I have been standing here for 30 minutes picking greens. I'm having conversation with my friend Trey. We have Nina on here. We have Valerie on here. We have someone, you guys, all the way from India that's hanging out with us. My brother Deontay's here. We have Jeff that's in Arizona making carne asada tacos. We have everyone here today, guys. And we're just vibing, spending this holiday eve together. And I'm just doing my prep work tonight. I am prepping my greens. I am making my deviled eggs tonight. Oh my gosh, we have someone from Zimbabwe. Hi, Neiman. Welcome. Welcome from Zimbabwe. Okay, so tell me, what is a cultural dish that you love? And I'm pretty sure there's a zillion, but Nima, if you can tell me your favorite cultural dish right now, what would it be? What would it be from Zimbabwe? What is your favorite cultural dish? And I don't know if you guys, I know Thanksgiving is an American holiday. I asked our friend earlier, was there a holiday, our friend that was from India, is there a particular holiday that's centered around food, like Thanksgiving is here in America? And she said that there's many just different occasions that's centered around food. But Thanksgiving for us is like Thanksgiving is you're going to eat massive amount of food. Well, I just kind of watered that down. It's supposed to be about family and everyone hanging out. And that's what we're making this about, okay? So we are just hanging out. I am down to my last bunch of mustard greens. I'll show you guys my sink, my farm style sink in a second. Okay. You said sadza. Sadza. What is that dish? Oh, what is that? Is that like a holiday? That's pretty awesome. Look at this, guys. Look at that. And this is a mustard green. Look at that. That is gorgeous. But don't worry about it. I'm going to chop it up because we're going to put this in the pot and eat it. So what I'm doing is I have my leaves right here and I have my bag for my stems. See, I have a whole system. When you love to cook and you start cooking, you have a whole system down. So this is a whole system. It's very efficient. I make sure that there's no waste. That is a big mustard leaf, right, Deontay? It's huge. So the market that I go to, they have really beautiful produce. I mean, like, come on. You know, you can't, this is just gorgeous produce, you know. And that's what excites me about cooking too, is look at the sound, the color, the texture, the smell. Like, cooking really involves all of your senses. Look at that. Beautiful. So if you guys, I was saying earlier, if you've never had mustard greens, I would say the best comparison would be like a Swiss chard. So Swiss chard, they have different colors. Sometimes you'll see them a little pink, you'll see them red, but they do have green Swiss chard. And they're kind of like peppery. They wilt really easily. That is going to be the comparison to mustard green. You want some right now? Well, hello. Hello, shawty. What's up, shawty? Listen. These will be done in about 15 hours, okay? Come back in 15 hours. So greens, now, here is a myth. Greens really don't take all day to cook. You could cook a pot of greens where they're, I would say, al dente for maybe a couple of hours. But in our culture, and I'm going to speak for the whole culture when I say this, we typically cook collard, I'm not going to say collard greens. People know them as collard greens, but we cook greens for a minimum. I'm going to say you have to cook your greens a minimum 12 hours, okay? That's just minimum. You don't really have to cook them for 12 hours, but we cook them for 12 hours. And they are just delicious and tender, and my mom cooked them for 12 hours. My great-grandmother cooked them for 12 hours. I'm going to cook them for 12 hours. Even though you could cook greens and they'll be done in like an hour, honestly. Like for real. You really could have them done in an hour. But yes, aren't they tender? You cook them for 12 hours. They're definitely going to be tender and like melt in your mouth. I'm on my last bag, guys. Look, I had 3 bags, okay? 3 big, huge bags of these greens. Now, these right here, oh my God, look how gorgeous these are. These are turnip greens. So, turnips grow on the bottom of these. Did you know that? All turnip greens are the greens of the turnips. Wow. So I put these in my greens. Where am I from? I am originally from South Bend, Indiana. Yay! Go South Bend! I live in Chicago right now. I lived everywhere. I've lived in Wherever I live, guys. I lived in Oregon, in Portland, Oregon. I lived in Dallas, Texas. I lived in Indianapolis. Now I'm in Chi-Town. Look at this. Okay, can you guys see? If you do have, this is why I say just pick your greens and don't get the ones in the bag, because come on, look at this. A bag could never give you a big beautiful green. This is a turnip green, you guys. We have Pasadena, California. What is the weather? What's the weather like? Oh my gosh, we have, is it Elise? We have Elise. Hello from Australia. Listen, Making Meals with Mika is worldwide. We have Australia in here. We have India. We have Zimbabwe. We have people from all over the world. We are all hanging out. We're cooking. If you have not liked, hit the like button. Go ahead, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I would very much appreciate it. And you guys, we're just talking about Thanksgiving and holidays that's centered around cooking, that brings families together. So if you would share with us from Australia, what's a holiday in Australia that brings families together that is centered around cooking? And your grandparents are in Chicago. Hello, grandparents. Are they on the south side? South side. Every time I get a chance, I yell south side, okay? That's where my grandparents were. That's where I would come to Chicago every weekend. My granddad was a huge, even though they lived on the south side, my granddad was a huge Cubs fan. So I am indeed a Cubs fan. He was very much a Cubs, Bulls, Bears fan, okay? Okay, you'll be okay. Come right back. We will be here hanging out. We will be here hanging out. Listen, guys, we're hanging out for however long you guys want to hang out with me, because I'm not going anywhere. I have the rest of the greens to finish picking. I have my turkey to brine. I have these deviled eggs, and I'm also making some homemade cranberry sauce. I am doing a very traditional Thanksgiving. And when I say traditional, I mean traditional for my culture. But there are so many different cultures that celebrate Thanksgiving. I know that we all probably have turkey in common and things like that. But if you are from a different culture, I would love to know, there's something that is very traditional or unique to your culture. Please share. Please share and tell us all about it. We don't, thanks here. Oh, we're missing out. No, you're not missing out. Listen, you don't have to have, like a designated holiday just to give thanks. You can give thanks whenever you want to. You can start your own tradition, honey. Start your own holiday. Why not? At least come up with the holiday and I'll celebrate it with you. We can pick a day if you want to, and we can make our own holiday where we give thanks. That's all I'm saying. Okay? If you're just tuning in, you are Making Meals with Mika. We're doing Thanksgiving dinner, and I am picking greens. I'm going to show you guys my sink in a second to show you how many greens I have, but they're going to wilt down to just one pot. And I'm just tearing them. This is what I'm doing right now. Instead of cutting them, I like to tear them. I think that they cook better that way. But I have these beautiful, gorgeous greens right now that I am picking. Happy Thursday Eve. Happy Hump Day. Thanksgiving Eve. Okay, so what time is Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, guys? What time is Thanksgiving dinner? I'm serious. At least tell me what holiday you want us to. We can make up our own holiday, and then by next year this time we'll have everyone celebrating it. I'm just saying. What time is Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, guys? My Thanksgiving dinner is at 4 o'clock. It's actually kind of late this year. But sometimes I've had it as early as 2, epic fail. I've had it as late as 6, epic fail. So I feel like if you have it right in the middle of the day, right during maybe like, the halftime of a game. I think this year we're planning it around the halftime Cowboys game. And that's when dinner is. Okay? So that's my dinner. What time is everyone else's dinner tomorrow? Hello everyone. You guys, we have a worldwide party here. Okay? We have people from all over just hanging out. You guys, I am almost done picking these greens, okay? And I promise you I'm going to give you another scenery. But, you know, this is a labor of love. This is what Thanksgiving is about. It's about just cooking and having a good time, listening to music. Oh, it's time for me to take a sip of my cocktail. This is cognac, okay? If you're wondering, this is cognac. If we have anyone from France in here, let me know. Salud. Salud. Look at this. These greens are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm almost done. We have JJ here. I still watch your Jiffy Cornbread video every year. Oh, thank you. Hi, JJ. So, thank you. Are you making it this year, though? Are you making it this year? Hey, boo. You guys, my boo just walked in. He was gone for like weeks and weeks and weeks. You're making the cornbread dressing this year? I made it earlier today. And I made extra for me, so I'm going to cook that tomorrow. But yes, yes, yes. I'm so glad that you like the recipe. JJ, did you tell other people about how good that Jiffy cornbread recipe is? Okay, this is the last bunch of greens. But hold on, guys, 1 second. So my boyfriend just got home. He's been working all day. I haven't seen him in months. Well, 1 month. So I'm going to warm up his dinner, okay? This is a homemade vegetable soup that I made the other day, and it's delicious. So we're going to heat that up for him. Okay? I'm going to get back to... Now, normally I would like wash my hands and stuff like that, but these greens, I'm going to have to wash them really, really, really thoroughly anyway, so I don't have to wash my hands in between here. So JJ, oh my gosh, you guys, so JJ, I have a cornbread reel. Now it's in long form, so it's actually a cornbread video on how to, cornbread dressing video on how to, it's one of my very first videos that I've ever submitted to YouTube. So guys, I don't want to deter y'all, but it's like 21 minutes long. It's like something crazy long. But I do give you like step-by-step instructions on how to make it. And JJ said he makes it for his family. I mean, they make it for their family every year. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Your family loves the dressing. It's your dressing now. Because I'm pretty sure you have added and subtracted, and you put a little bit of this and you put a little bit of that. So JJ, it is your dressing, okay? You have taken it and made it your own. And that's the great thing about recipes. That's the great thing about cooking. If someone shows you a recipe and you want to take a little bit out or add a little bit of this, that is what cooking is. And you have just taken that foundation and made it your own. Hello. That is what it's about. I love it. So thank you. Look, guys, I'm down to the last couple of greens. Now, it has taken me, I have a timer on here. It has taken me about 45 minutes to pick 10 bushes of greens. I think that's, look, I think that's pretty good, given the task. Because not only have I picked them, I've also broken them down. Okay, I've broken them down so they're going to be easy to eat. But this place is rocking. Like, we have so many people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, you are making Thanksgiving meals with Mika, and we're going to do it a little differently today. I'm just walking you through what I'm making. We're going to do some different camera angles because I want you guys to see me as I navigate around the kitchen. We're sharing what we're making for Thanksgiving. My dinner will be at 3 o'clock tomorrow. What time is everyone's Thanksgiving tomorrow? Let me know. Okay. What's on the menu? Let me know. My first time watching. I would love to know about Jiffy dressing. Well, hello, Linda. How are you? Hello, 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 Mr. Bojangles. How are you? So, Linda, what that person was referring to is I have an instructional video, a long form video on, I said, the absolute and only recipe you'll ever need for dressing. And if you go to my channel, please subscribe, and it's there. And I give you step-by-step instructions on how to make the absolute best cornbread dressing you will ever make. And most people, I'm going to say about 99.9% of the people who have made that recipe, they absolutely love it, and they go back and they try it every year. And maybe the 0.001 people that don't like it, they're haters. So, I mean, that's that. So, I mean, you have to go try it. Okay, guys, I am done picking those. Look at that. Whew. So what I do is, you guys, I'm gonna show you guys my sink. You guys see my light right there? There's my sink. So I'm just going to run water and just let them marinate over there, okay? And what I do is I run warm water. So when I clean my greens, I'm running warm water because it's going to get all the grit and the dirt and all that. And then it's also going to wilt the greens. Because did you guys see all of those greens? I'm going to show you the pot that I need these greens to fit in. So I need all of those greens to fit in this pot. Let me show you that again. Okay, so I need all of these greens, all of those. I need all of those to fit in this pot. But I am going to make it happen. I promise you, because I have my turkey. He's going to be basting in my bigger pot. Okay, so there, but I'm going to make them fit in there. I'll put them up there in the light box. Okay, guys, let's take a pause for the cause. You have to eat when you're cooking. So this is some homemade beef vegetable soup that I made. This isn't for me, this is for my boyfriend. He just got here. So we're gonna take a break from the cooking. Well, actually, these greens still need to be rinsing. So I'm still rinsing my greens. I'm multitasking. You're hungry now? Well, go get something to eat. Let's go. You guys, we're hanging out here. I'm going to be here for a few hours. I don't know how long I'm going to be live, but I have a few hours of cooking that still needs to be done. So go grab you something to eat. Go grab you a cocktail. Go turn some music on. This is the whole vibe. If you're having a great time, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, so Deontay is giving us his menu for tomorrow. What do we have? We have greens, sweet and sour meatballs, oysters and sage cornbread dressing, chicken wings, chicken quarters, brown sugar ham, macaroni and cheese, baked beans, and potato salad. Wow. And you're making 3 pies and a cheesecake. Yep, that sounds like a typical Thanksgiving. Now, oyster and sage cornbread dressing. Wow, I don't think I've never had that before, so I'm curious about that. Brown sugar ham. I am making a ham this year. Tell me what your recipe for that ham, especially the glaze. Okay, so Deontay shared his menu with us for tomorrow. That sounds amazing. Let me taste this, make sure. That's delicious. Okay, who else wants to share? Who else wants to share their holiday menu? That menu is amazing. Yeah, that's my brother that just shared his menu with us. I might as well heat up a homemade roll. These are my mama's yeast rolls, okay? Now, I made these last night. So when I heat them up, there's a trick to heating these up. I just take a little paper towel. Anytime you want to reheat This is a hack right here, guys. I give hacks. Anytime you want to reheat something like a roll or something like that, and you don't want it to be hard, you just wrap it in a semi-wet paper towel. And then you put it in the microwave, and what it does is the wetness kind of steams it. So it prevents it from getting hot, hard. Write that down. You can reheat any type of pastry like that too. Okay? Oysters and dressing. If you think about it, dressing is just cornbread. And if you've ever had like a oysters Rockefeller, where they cook it and then they top it with breadcrumbs, so that makes sense. I just never had it before. But I will try it. I would definitely try it. Okay, I'm about to get started on the okay. I'm about to put you guys onto game with this with these greens. It's time to get these greens started, okay? Now look how pillowy soft. Look at that. It's like they just came out the oven. I heated them up. Big Papa said oysters and dressing. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave the camera for a second. I'll be right back, all right? Hi. Okay, guys, I'm back. Did you guys miss me? Hi. You guys are still here. What's happening? Okay, listen. This goes out to all the women out there. If your boyfriend comes home and he's hungry, make him a plate, okay? I don't care if you're picking greens. Stop picking the greens. Make the plate. Take the plate in there. Come back, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's game. I keep giving y'all this game for free. Okay, so my greens. Now, I am going to literally rinse these greens, you guys, for maybe like 15 minutes. I just want to get all of the dirt off of the greens. While they're rinsing, let's get started on how I flavor my greens, okay? So, onion, smoked turkey. My two major flavors for my greens. Onion and smoked turkey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this smoked turkey. Where's my knife? Honey, can you sharpen my knife later today? Okay. So smoked turkey. Many people put different things in their greens. The young lady earlier was saying ham hocks. She put ham hocks in her greens, which is a smoked meat. I grew up on all different kinds of smoked meat in greens. I've even had bacon in greens. I've even used bacon in greens. But for this, I'm going to use a smoked turkey leg because I love the texture and the flavor. Now, normally, if I was making this for myself, I would just throw this whole turkey leg in the pot, right? And cook it with the greens and just let all the meat fall off the bone and take the bone out later. However, there are little bitty smaller bones in here. And I don't want to assume that my guests know what to do if they get the bone. So I am going to be courteous and also be responsible. And I'm going to cut the meat off of the bone. I don't want anyone swallowing the bone or anything like that. So I'm going to cut the meat off the bone. Even though those little bitty pieces of bone, they're like usually the best part of the turkey. Deontay said he used salt pork. Okay, that is another option. Anybody else, any other culture uses soft pork? Now I do want to get all the meat off, so I'm just going to take my knife and just go down like that. So I am going to clean this bone of the smoked turkey because that's flavor. Okay. Now if I had a dog, because this bone is big, like you don't give dogs chicken bones or anything like that, but I would totally allow my dog to eat the rest of the meat off of this bone, and then I would take it. So for this, like I don't even have to cut this up because these greens are going to cook literally for about, I'm going to cook them overnight. You know, I'm going to cook these greens for easily 12 hours. I'm not going to chop this up because this meat is literally going to fall apart. So I don't have to chop it up, but I would. So the base of the greens, I have 10 bunches, so I'm going to use a full onion. And I do dice these. Okay, I'm lying. I don't dice them. I slice them. Diced onions can be intrusive sometimes, right? I only really like diced onion in like tacos. So I want really, really thin slices. So I'm just going to slice this in half. And I'm just going to go through and just do really thin slices. Because I want the texture of the onion in the greens. Go all the way down. Do the same. Hi, you guys. You're tuning in. We are making Thanksgiving dinner with Mika. It is a whole party here, okay? We have so many people here. We have people all the way from Asia. We have people from Zimbabwe. We have someone from India. That is in Asia. We have people from all over the world hanging out in my kitchen today, okay? All right, so I'm going to turn my pot on. Let's just, okay, let's pivot. You guys, let's pivot. We're going to pivot for a little bit. You guys see I have my turkey right here. He's sitting on top of my brine. I am waiting for my brine. I need my brine to get cold so I can put him in the refrigerator. I'm going to put a little bit more ice. You're supposed to be making banana pudding, but you're watching me? Well, hey, I mean, can you make banana pudding and watch me at the same time? I mean, I'm just saying, I have picked greens, I have cut meat and onions, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Do not blame me for not making that banana pudding. So I'm going to need you to go and start making that banana pudding while you watch me, okay? I mean, I believe that you can make it happen, okay? That's all I'm saying. You are from Chattanooga. Let's go, Tennessee. Let's go. And you're going to blame me. Thank you. Zim, multitask, okay? We are multitasking. Right? I am talking to you guys. I am hanging out. I just made my boyfriend his dinner. Okay? And I'm having a cocktail. I mean, hello? It's Thanksgiving. This is what we're supposed to do. All right? I'm about to get my base started for these greens. And you guys, I have this many greens. Like, I got this many greens and they all have to fit in this pot. And I'm going to make them fit in this pot. Don't even worry about it. Right? Thank you. Thank you, Kwanda. I hope everyone is having a great day today. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I hope everyone is in the kitchen vibing, got the music going. Look, you guys, these onions. Here's a little secret. I don't normally use white onions too often because they always make me cry. Sweet onions never make me cry. And I have tried all of that. Someone told me to bite on something and to do this. It doesn't matter what it is. Whenever I'm cutting white onions, they always make me cry. So we're just going to put this in the... You see we're multitasking here? So make your banana pudding and hang out with me too, okay? You have to. You just have to do it. So for the base of my greens, if you guys have made your greens already, let me know what you put in for your flavoring. My brother Deontay, he made his already. Brother, what did you put in your greens for your flavoring? Hi, you guys. Welcome. We are making meals with Mika. So for the base of my greens, I make it really, really simple. Onion and smoked meat. I mean, simple, right? And then Once I put the greens in there, I'm going to add the rest of the stuff. But this is the base right here. And I always saute these first. And even though these are going to cook for about 19 hours, I always saute my smoked meat and my onions because it just releases an aroma that is like amazing. You know, you cannot beat that aroma. And that's when, you know, it smells like Thanksgiving in here. What is the smell to you guys that smells like Thanksgiving? This right here with the onions and the smoked meat. And then like when the dressing is in the oven, like something with the sage, that I know. When I smell sage, I know it's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving when I smell sage. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, because greens make their own pot liquor. If you guys don't know this, you don't really have to put a lot of water in greens because they're mostly water. You know, they're like over 80%, almost 90% water. They make their own pot liquor. But I do put just a little tiny either water or chicken stock in here because I want to add something to the meat to get it to going. So I'm going to move my turkey for a second because I have a big thing of chicken stock here. My turkey is sitting, this is my turkey brine, which is nothing but chicken stock. Hi, baby. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this chicken stock and just put it in here. Just a little bit. That's it. And this is going to give my greens somewhere to go. Do you need anything else? Reyes?
No.
How's your soup? Delicious. Is it delicious? Did you guys hear him say that the soup was delicious? All right, now here's the miracle work. I have to take these greens and make them fit in that pot. So let me finish washing them. All right. You guys, we're maneuvering. You guys are going to see every aspect of this kitchen, okay? You guys saw my light right there. You'll be over. Come on over. Come on over, honey bear. Come on over. Okay, we're going to have a lot. Okay, so here's my menu for tomorrow. My brother shared his menu, and he literally had like 500 things on the menu. So my menu for tomorrow is I am doing a turkey. I'm doing a spatch cocked turkey. So I'm not going to cook my turkey upright like that. Tomorrow I'm going to turn him over and take his spinal bone out, take the spine out, and then like crush his breastplate and have him laid out on the pan, literally. So it's going to go from being upright to like laying back, but it cooks, and instead of cooking in 4 hours, it's going to cook in 2 hours. I'm able to get the skin crispy, so it's going to cook faster that way. I'm going to have a turkey. I am having a ham. Secret, I don't eat ham, but my boyfriend wanted a ham, so I'm going to have a deliciously glazed ham, but we're glazing that with a lot of Mexican spices, some Mexican pepper, some avocado oil. It's going to be delicious. So we got turkey and ham. Then we're doing greens, my homemade macaroni and cheese. We're having dressing, homemade gravy to go with that dressing, homemade cranberry sauce to go with the dressing, deviled eggs, sweet potatoes. I made a sweet potato pie, and I have rolls. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Did I miss anything, honey? Okay, guys, I gotta get a way to transfer these greens. So 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. What happened to the music? Just turned up. Do I have to say I'm still listening? I cannot play my Apple Music right now. I'm so upset. Your niece just said, I'm the new Paula Dean. That's hilarious. Okay, so I have to tell my niece I said hello. Hi, Maya. So I have to get all of these greens over into this pot. So I'm just going to do this in sections. And so I probably have about 4 bowls full. Now, if anyone has cooked greens before, you know that even though you have this many greens, they're going to cook down to this many greens. And there's just a way to do it. So this is how I do mine. This is the first pot. This is the first of 4. Come over here. I'm going to turn this down. And I'm just going to just put them in here. Now, what I do is, there's going to be different layers. And layer is flavor. Okay? This is how I season my greens. I'm going to give you guys my little trick. Okay? Watch my greens. I'll be right back. I got to go get my seasonings. I'll be right back. You know what that is? Huh? Hey. Cut it out. Okay, so every layer of greens, I do this every single layer. This is to make sure that everything is seasoned, because you guys know greens, like any type of greens, whether it's collard greens or mustard greens, whether it's spinach, whether it's kale, they don't hold a lot of flavor. So you have to season them appropriately. So what I do is, this is my first layer, and this is going to cook down. And I season every single layer. So I'm going to go in with some salt. Okay. All right. Pepper. Salt and peppers, peanut butter, and jelly. Okay. Garlic powder. I don't use fresh garlic in my greens, believe it or not. And garlic is my absolute favorite seasoning. I don't use garlic in my greens. I don't like the textural difference. I don't like how the garlic sticks out in comparison to the greens. It's just my own little personal je ne sais quoi. So I like to use garlic powder in my greens. And you have to use a little bit of vinegar, okay? The vinegar is going to give it what it needs to give it. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Making Meals with Mika. Thanksgiving edition. I am cooking my Thanksgiving dinner. And because I'm using a little bit of smoked turkey, I still want these greens to have like some umptiousness, right? You want to eat them and you're like, oh, that's just delicious. And you make that face. I'm going to put a little oil in here, right? Just a little bit. You don't want your greens to be greasy, but you do want them to have that, like something for the cornbread to, to sop up, and it's, it's a little thick. That's what the oil does. And you just mix it all together. And then you're just going to repeat. You're going to repeat that. Okay? Now, if you do it at every single layer, you make sure that this big mountain of greens have been seasoned all the way through. And it's not going to be too much seasoning. Trust me. Okay? Now, those are going to wilt. And right now I have my stove on like a medium. It's a medium. Okay, let me see. Kenny, need real ham hock, greasy greens. Right. Okay, yes. Okay, so this gentleman said we need a ham hock. So the ham hock, this is why people use ham hock in their greens, because ham hock has that fats. So you hit the nail on the head, right? The ham hock has the fat, and you dip the cornbread in it, and it makes your greens like thick and delicious. But we're doing healthy eating here, okay? Even for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to substitute the ham hock for the smoked turkey. So I'm still going to get the smoked flavor, and I'm going to substitute the fat in the ham hock for some avocado oil. So it's a healthier version, but you're still going to get the flavor and the feeling. food is all about the flavor and the feeling. And that leads me to why I'm so passionate about cooking. I take traditional cultural foods and I make them a little healthier, right? You're still going to get the same flavor, the texture, you're going to get the same feeling. You're not going to get as many calories. You're not going to get as much fat. You're not going to get as much cholesterol. You're not going to get as much sodium. So that is what I do, and you cannot taste the difference. So you hit the nail on the head. We're not doing ham hock. We're doing avocado oil and smoked turkey. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys. Where's the top? Okay, I got to go find the top. I'll be back. Watch my greens. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, what I've learned when I'm cooking for elders, so my elderly people, because they would be, they would be in awe, like utterly disgust if I told them that I was cooking this with, I'm not using lard or I'm not using ham hocks and stuff. Like, oh my God, like that is not going to be delicious, So I don't even tell a lot of, people what I put in my food. I just let them taste it. Because if you tell people, oh, I substituted this for that, they automatically in their head, they have an idea of what they think it's going to taste like. So they're automatically going to be like, I don't want it. They don't want the change. They don't think it's going to be good. So after they taste it and they're like, damn, that was delicious. I was like, so I say, that I substituted this for that and it doesn't have this, it has that. And they're like, what? I cannot believe it. Well, I do feel a little bit healthier. So I'm just saying. Oh, you can tell the difference, Ken? I bet you couldn't. I bet if you tasted my greens, you could not tell that was not, well, you won't see the big pieces of ham hock fat floating in there. So that's how you would know the difference. But it's still going to have that delicious flavor. And even if you can tell the difference, I bet you're going to like it. I'm just saying. One more thing I put in my greens, guys. I'll be right back. I put crushed red pepper. Does anyone do that? Does anyone do that? Yes, ma'am. Yay! Are you going to come for dinner tomorrow? That's hilarious. Listen, everyone's invited, okay? All right, look. So, look. All right, the first layer is doing what it's going to do. So after I get all these greens in here, we're going to make these deviled eggs. I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to make your deviled eggs and how to peel them so they won't like peel apart, because that's the most annoying thing for everybody. All right, so I'm going to load up this. Guys, happy Thanksgiving Eve. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. I did have some music going. My music has stopped, so there's not a very much of a vibe, but I'm the vibe, okay? You guys are the vibe. We're all hanging out. We're cooking our Thanksgiving dinners. We're sharing what's unique. Ken, what are you cooking for tomorrow? What's going on here? What are you cooking for tomorrow? You guys, next year I think I'm going to smoke a turkey, but not in a smoker, but do it on the grill, because smoked turkey is absolutely delicious. It is absolutely delicious. Okay, so are you guys okay with just switching angles? We're just going to switch angles. I mean, I don't have the tripod that follows me yet. I'm going to get it, though. Honey, are you cool in there? You need anything? You good? Okay. Okay, round two. Round two coming up. So normally, if it's not Thanksgiving and I'm making greens, I would use this pot right here. And I also have a bigger pot up there, but these greens aren't going to fill up all that pot. Where's the deep fried turkey and Cornish hens? I absolutely love Cornish hens. I said I was going to do Cornish hens this year. And I don't even know when I pivoted and switched back to turkey, but I was going to do Cornish hens. I can't remember why I switched. But Cornish hens are a wonderful substitution for turkey. They're a wonderful substitution for chicken. And you guys don't, I'm just taking and stuffing and taking and stuffing. You're almost done? Okay, what are you doing? Okay, so we got, is that Tatty? What are you making? You're almost done cooking. Please share. What did you cook today? You guys, if you're just tuning in, we are sharing what we're cooking for Thanksgiving. For the past around hour, I have picked and cleaned 10 bunches of greens, mixed greens, not just collard greens. I've done all of them. And now I'm about to cook them. We have Noelle that's just joined. Hello. You guys, we have people from all over. We have someone from Zimbabwe. We have someone from Asia. We have people from everywhere just joining in. We're all hanging out. We're chilling in the kitchen. This is a whole vibe. Right now I am seasoning my mixed greens with some salt, some black pepper. I put vinegar in my greens. I also do some garlic powder, some black pepper. I already said that. What am I missing? Did I run down? Oh, that's everything. Oh, and a little red pepper flake. And you guys, I re-season my greens after every single layer. Okay? And they come out perfect. Oh, and I also put a little bit of oil in there. A little bit of avocado oil. Because Ken said that I needed a ham hock, and I don't have a ham hock. But we're gonna do smoked turkey. That's what I had. Okay, we're doing smoked turkey. Okay, Tati said Cajun butter turkey. Ooh, braised collard, sourdough cornbread dressing, and veggie gumbo. Wow. Tell us about that. Is anyone else curious about that sourdough cornbread dressing? Tell us about that. That sounds delicious. So you use sourdough bread and cornbread. So how does that texture? What does it do to the taste? I don't think I've ever had sourdough bread in my dressing before. I mean, you guys are so unique. You guys are so unique with this dressing because Deontay made an oyster dressing, and I've never had an oyster dressing before ever. Like, you guys are very creative with these. Your greens are on now, and you're about to start your green beans. All right. Okay. Deborah has her greens on and about to start her green beans. Deborah, how long do you cook your greens? I just told everyone that I cook my greens for about 19 hours. Like they're cooking all night. We will go to sleep with the aroma of greens and wake up to the aroma of greens, but it's the best ever. Honey, you ready for your cocktail?
Yeah, I'm about to make
Uh-oh, we got bartender. You guys, we got bartender about to make us him a cocktail. I already got mine. A little razzle dazzle. Oh, I love it. A little razzle dazzle. I love that. Honey butter to the dressing. Oh, wow. I love that. Oh, my goodness. So sourdough, cornbread, and honey butter. Okay, I might need that recipe. I will make that. That sounds delicious. Oh, no, that's a must for, yep. So listen, I was telling everyone that, in our community, when we cook greens, we are going to cook those forever, okay? They need to be nice and tender and fall off the stem. What's going on here? Okay, you guys see my camera and everything. I mean, see my light. Okay, so I have to go get you guys, I'm on my third round of greens. Remember, I had a huge sink filled with greens, and I have to put them in one little tiny bowl, and I'm making them happen. All right, I think I could do it in 3. I thought I had 4 rounds, but I can do it in 3, you guys. That makes me so happy. So I'm almost done with my greens. I'm almost done with my greens. And then I'm gonna go to my deviled eggs. No one's making deviled eggs. Am I the only one making deviled eggs? Hi, Walter. Nice to meet you. Am I doing dessert? Am I doing dessert? Hold on, Walter. Let me just. Walter wasn't here earlier, guys. Let me show Walter what I made. Okay. Let me show Walter what I made. He didn't see. Okay, now don't mind the little piece that's missing because I had to taste it. But yes, I am doing a sweet potato pie. Okay, look, that's my sweet potato pie. Now, it's nice and fluffy and delicious, and so that's it. Should I put this in the refrigerator though?
Yeah.
I think I need to put this in the refrigerator. Okay. Someone's making banana pudding for the first time. Oh, make the banana pudding, Walter. Walter, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go to my channel. I have 2 banana pudding recipes. I have the old fashioned, like the original, where you actually make the pudding from scratch and you bake the bananas with the. I have that. And I have a newer one with the chestmate. So go subscribe to my channels. Anything you need for banana pudding, I got you covered. Let me put my pie in the refrigerator. My pie was looking like it needed some refrigeration. Okay, guys. Okay, I gotta turn my greens down. You see they're bubbling. They're boiling over here. Let's see. Crystal on that pie. Look, that pie was absolutely delicious. Does anyone know what this is? Let me know if you know what this is. Just random. That's next to my stove. Okay, these are boiled. Let me turn this down. Woo! Why didn't y'all tell me that my greens were up too high? They're over here boiling. So the key to greens is you cannot overcook them because you will wake up and they'll be burnt. So let me just calm this down a little bit. They got a little too hot. I got excited talking to you guys. Yes, Deontay, it is. Yes, it is bacon greens. Yes. Kenny said I need to put them in these greens. Kenny, why do you want my greens to be greasy? First you want me to put ham hocks in them. Now you want me to put my bacon grease in them. This is gold. This is liquid gold. Okay, this is liquid gold. Somebody, Kendall, you're making chitlins? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. Somebody go help them with those chitlins. How do you cook those? Like, can you tell us exactly? My great grandmother was the only one in the family that made chitlins. She was the only one, and everyone loved them. And they would come from miles and miles and miles to my great grandmother's house. And I felt like she only made just enough. So, like, people would come late, like later, and they would be like, my great grandmother's name was Madia. Madia, are there any more chitlins left? She's like, nope. And she would put her up like a little bit. Like, she would put her some up. And they just ran out. And people would always ask for chitlins. No, ma'am. No. I keep a jar in the fridge. Yes. Everyone has bacon grease. Yes. So you can soak your corn. Kenny, I'm telling you, you can soak your cornbread in these greens. They're going to be delicious. Okay? They are. I promise you they're going to be delicious. But you know what? If I didn't have any meat, I would 1,000,000,000% put I would put that bacon grease in these greens. Okay, guys, so this is my third. I got all of those greens to fit in this pot. That's what I did. That if you don't have a pot big enough, if you don't think you do, all you have to do is you just have to be patient, right? Because we're going to cook these greens for 26 hours. It didn't matter that, I put some in there a little while ago, because they're all going to get the same amount of attention. So I'm so happy that I was able to stuff all of those in this pan. I mean, in this pot. My pot liquor is going to be good. Now, I do have to season these one more time, okay? Every single time I put a new batch of greens in there, we got to update the seasoning. So, we're going to put some salt. I use sea salt. I feel like it's saltier than regular salt. I do black pepper. Okay. Salt and pepper go together. Peanut butter and jelly. I also do garlic powder and onion powder. Someone said they're making cornbread dumplings. Who's making cornbread dumplings? I've never heard that in my life. And then somebody's making 3 smoked turkeys plus some ribs. Walter, were you on here earlier when I said that next year I think I'm going to smoke a turkey because I really am craving smoked turkey? And now someone mentioned cornbread dumplings. What? I have to try those. You guys, I am a foodie. So I am seeing all these ideas. You guys, put a thumbs up in the comments if you have ever. And don't lie. And don't lie. Because I know I'm not the only person. Put a thumbs up if you've ever had cornbread dumplings. And I felt like it was the most amazing ideas. You put the cornbread dumplings on top of your greens. That sounds amazing. I have never... Okay, Ken, I need that recipe. I need it. I mean, it sounds like it go together. It definitely sounds like it goes together. So I'm not even going to knock it. I've never had cornbread dumplings before. Now I got to Google it or what? Like, where do you get that recipe for cornbread dumplings? What is the texture like? I wonder if it's kind of like hot water. No, it wouldn't be like hot water cornbread. I don't know. But guess what, guys? Okay, I'm going to turn these on low. And like my friend said earlier, when you're cooking greens, you really don't mess with them. Like, greens really don't like to be touched, right? So now I am going to check the seasoning in about an hour or two to see if I need to adjust. But right now, I have everything in the pot. They have enough liquid. And now I can literally just put the top on them, turn them on low, and I will turn them off in the morning. They are cooking all through the night. All right. Okay, let's see. Greens are done. Check. All right, now let's go ahead and put this turkey in the brine. He's been out for a minute. All right, guys, let me see. So I brine my turkey. My friend that does the smoked turkey. How do you prepare your turkey? How do you treat them? All right, let me put this up here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We are hanging out in my kitchen. We're making meals with Mika. It's Thanksgiving. Everyone is having a great time. We are chilling. We are talking about what we're cooking for Thanksgiving. We have people from all over the world hanging out. I love it. And Ken is speaking to my heart, talking about cornbread dumplings. We have Tati. Tati has made everything. She made some sourdough cornbread dressing with a hint of honey. Did I get that right, Tati? That sounds delicious. I need that recipe. My brother is in here hanging out. He's been cooking since 8 a.m. this morning. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's go. We have Jeff's in here. He is making some carne asada tacos for his family tonight, but he didn't tell us what's on the Thanksgiving menu for tomorrow. We got Kenny in here. We got so many people in here hanging out. We got people from Zimbabwe. We got people from Asia. Like, we are having a international party. If you are having a good time, let's give a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe to my channel. You will not be disappointed because we are always cooking around here. Okay, let's get this big boy. Let's get this big boy in here. Okay, so you guys, this is why I have to stuff all my greens in that little pot, because this is what I'm going to brine my turkey. And basically what brining is, it's a way to season and tenderize your turkey at the same time. So you can use water with salt. People put all types of brines, like they put all types of seasonings. You can do any kind of liquid you really want to, whatever flavor you want to infuse in your turkey. That is what the brine is for, and it's also to tenderize. So my brine is finally cool enough for me to put him in here. So just grab him by the legs and just stick him in. I already folded the wings back. Oh yeah. Ooh, and I like to put them so they're gonna float to either breast or back. Put them breast side down, right? And then go and put that neck in there. We use the innards, okay? We are using the neck because the neck is going to go in my herb. That neck is going to go in my herb gravy, okay? So we put the neck in there. Let me wash my hands. Okay, washing my hands, guys. Okay, we're going to take our turkey to the refrigerator. I'm going to pull out my eggs because we are making some double eggs, and I want to show you guys how to make this easy peasy cranberry sauce, okay? So let me just make room for the turkey. I'm going to put him in the refrigerator. Grabbing some eggs and cranberries. Okay. All right, guys. Now, you guys are going to hang out with me for a little bit. I have to wash dishes. So, what is a weird little ritual that you do that most people might find kind of crazy or weird? Let's see here. Gotta go. Happy hour. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Happy Thanksgiving. So you guys, one thing that I do is I am constantly washing dishes when I cook. You know, especially, you know, for Thanksgiving. You know, if you are cooking like my brother, 17, if you're cooking 17 dishes, you know, you got multiple meats and sides, you have to just clean as you go. I was taught that as a kid. My mom was like, she did not play, so I just clean as I go. The music cut off. I think you turned it off. Can you turn it back on? We need the music. Where's the vibe? What's up, Steve? You guys say hello to Steve. Say hello to Steve Reyes. Steve Reyes. That's my boyfriend, guys. Well, it was a whole vibe in here. You gonna get the music started? And then can you come make the cocktails? Can you turn the music on? He's gonna come in here and say where the music, knowing that my music cut off. It's your own people, guys. It's your own people. So I'm just taking a break to straighten up. How is everyone doing? Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. I'm having a great time. Every Wednesday I look forward to coming in here, just cooking live for you guys and hanging out. I dropped my cup. And yes, when you're cooking, you're going to drop some stuff, okay? You're going to drop some stuff. You're going to burn some stuff. Some stuff's going to spill over. But that is the joy of cooking. Those are called memories, okay? Those are called memories. So we are making memories here. If you guys are using any of my recipes and you have questions about anything, let me know. And I will answer your questions. You know, I was trying to do my Apple Music, but I couldn't do my Apple Music while I'm streaming. So I had to go to YouTube. And YouTube with the commercials. Come on, YouTube. What's up with those commercials? All right. So, devil eggs. Can you get some ice? Yes. He's so funny. Look, guys, y'all, look right here. He's all curious. Suck. Ah, he wants some ice. Here, put. Can you make mine into one of those?
Yeah. What? Okay.
Okay, let me get him some ice, guys. Hold on.
Some lemon then
Okay, you guys making cocktails? We are making something called a sidecar because we're about to get the party started. Hey, you need anything else to eat?
no, not right now.
Was that enough?
That's all right. I'm okay. Hungry again.
Oh, you need a knife? Okay. Okay, guys. All right, let's see here. 1 second. Okay, so he's at the bar making our cocktails. Now, let me go get enough for devil eggs. So this is for the devil eggs, and this deviled eggs, this is for the cranberry sauce. How many devil eggs are enough? Like, I feel like I could eat like 10 deviled eggs myself. I think I'm just going to do, I'll do 9. If I do 9, that gives us 18 deviled eggs. I think that'll be enough. So I put my eggs in here. I'm just going to fill this up. Now, usually I do deviled eggs and potato salad, but this year I'm just going to do deviled eggs. But when I do deviled eggs and potato salad, I do a German potato salad. Has anyone ever had German potato salad? It's absolutely delicious. And what you do is you use red potatoes and you use dill. It is so delicious, and you do use eggs, but you don't do any like in my German potato salad, like you don't do any like relish or anything like that. So it's a real simple, delicious potato salad. Oh, you put a little sour cream in it too, because deviled eggs, if you think about it, they pretty much have the exact same ingredients as a traditional potato salad. So if I'm going to offer them both, I don't want them to taste, you know, the exact same. So I'll do a German potato salad it's a little more tart and less sweet, and then I'll do deviled eggs. So let's do this cranberry sauce. Take notes. Now, don't get me wrong. The cranberry sauce in the can, the one that we all grew up on, the sugary sweet one, the gelatin one, it's delicious. Okay, it might not be the healthiest for you, but it's delicious, and it just unlocks, you know, so many childhood memories. But I also do like to have a fresh cranberry sauce. And you can make this, you can add so many different things to this. I'm going to show you the easiest way to make some cranberry sauce. Okay. You have your cranberries. Hold on. I got to get one ingredient. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Okay. 3 ingredient cranberry sauce. And you can get fancy schmancy if you want, because I love to get fancy, but we're not getting fancy today. Okay. So this is how I make mine. I take, hold on, this is my cabinet. I'm in the cabinet up here, guys. Welcome to Making Meals with Mika Live. All right, so we're gonna take the cranberries, all of them. Put them in there. Have you ever eaten a cranberry? Hello, lady. We got Leslie. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh, my cocktail is ready. I'm gonna get my cocktail. Cheers.
Salud.
Love you. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Ooh, see, this is what Thanksgiving is about. I can't even make the cranberry sauce because I'm partying. This is a sidecar. So this is cognac with some orange liqueur and some lemon. I actually made this on one of my lives. See, we vibing right now. Okay. Well, cranberry sauce, cranberries. Okay. Just a couple of tablespoons of sugar, depending on how sweet you want it. Okay. If you want it extra sweet, more sugar. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. And then I'm going to put some some OJ, some orange juice. And I'm going to put about a cup. Now, I'm just eyeballing this. If you, or you just want it to reach like the edge of the cranberries. Okay? And then that's it. Now, you can get fancy if you want to. You can put some lime zest in here. You can put some lemon zest. If you want to, you can put a little thyme or rosemary in here. You can go crazy if you want to. And then all you're going to do is go to your stove and you're going to turn it on high. See? And you're just going to let it do its thing. So what's going to happen is when it starts to boil, the cranberries are going to get hot and they're going to burst open. And then you're just basically, if you've ever made a jam before or you've ever like blistered any tomatoes or anything, where you just cook it long enough for them to break open and they start to get kind of thick. That's what we want. And then once that happens, we're going to put it in the refrigerator. And that is literally all you need to do for homemade cranberry sauce. You guys, homemade items, they really aren't that difficult. You just have to know, what you're doing. So right now I'm multitasking. I have my greens on, check. Those are done. I don't have to do anything with those for like the next hour. Well, I'm going to taste them in an hour just to get a taste test, but those are pretty much done. My cranberry sauce is working. And then those deviled eggs, I'm going to make my deviled eggs tonight. And then the only thing I have to do tomorrow is I have to season my turkey and then make my mac and cheese. Yeah, of course. Jeff, what are you talking about? There's always a party here. Yes, there's a party going on here. We are making meals with Mika. There's a party in my kitchen, and I have all of my friends. Me and my closest friends are here from all over the world. All right. All right, so let's just take a break. Can we chill for a second? Okay, man. I have some downtime, guys. This is what cooking is. So when I'm cooking, let's share some little. Okay, I need you guys to engage with me, okay? What are some things that when you were learning how to cook, you were told to never do, right? What are some things you were told never to do? I'll start. I was told that when you are cooking, you are never supposed to leave the kitchen and go sit down. My mom, she was a stickler, and my great grandmother who started my affinity for cooking. You're always supposed to be in the kitchen. You never leave your food. Now, if I have to run to the bathroom real quick, that's something different. But I'm not gonna put something on. Of course, if it needs my attention, and go sit down and watch TV. That was always a big no-no. Okay, what about you guys? What is a big no-no that you were taught when you were cooking? Let me think of another one. I was always, another big no-no is, and I'm glad they taught me this because this is a huge cross-contamination. When you are like seasoning, say you're seasoning like meat. So say I'm seasoning like a steak or something, or I'm making like hamburger, right? You keep one hand for seasoning, whatever your dominant hand is, and one hand for mixing, right? So I'm going to be seasoning with something, and you don't mix it up. One hand always has to stay clean, and then one hand gets down and dirty. Okay, Deontay said, I was told never salt something because you can't, never over salt because you can't take salt out. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So with that, It's better to have something under seasoned than over seasoned. You can always add more salt. You can't take it away. Now, if you want to know a little hack on how to make things less salty, sprinkle some lemon or lime, depending on what dish it is. You know, limes and lemons, their flavor profiles are similar but different. So if you're making something and if you over salt it, if you can, you don't have to add water or anything like that. Sprinkle a little lemon on it or a little lime. It's going to reduce the salt. But Deontay's right. Okay, what else? What are some other no-nos? What are some other taboo things in the kitchen? Okay, I want you guys to take a look at these. Okay, so you see that? Oh, hold on. Can y'all see that? It's bubbling. That's what we want. Now I'm gonna turn it down, but see, this is what we want. Where's the camera? Okay. So they're busting open. We want that. We want the cranberries to burst open. It's going to give it like a gelatin effect. It's kind of crazy how it works. It's like mad science. But this is what we want. We want them to burst open like that. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. See that? Cranberry sauce in the making. So you have, let me show you the difference. So this is one that hasn't bursted open yet, right? And then you have one that's been like obliterated. See the difference? We want them all to be obliterated. So I'm going to put it back on there. And that is literally how you make homemade cranberry sauce. Okay, let's see. Someone says, cut a potato and add to the salted pan. The potato will absorb the salt. Oh, let's go. I love that we are sharing kitchen hacks here. Did you know you can cut a potato to make something less sweet? Less salty? Well, you do now? Let's go. Okay, so I have to babysit my cranberry sauce, guys. I got to babysit it, okay? We're babysitting this cranberry sauce. I got everything boiling over here. My eggs are boiling. My cranberry sauce is boiling. My greens are boiling. It's hot. Okay, it's hot. But I can definitely stand the heat. Did you guys know that? If you can't stand the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. All right, so I'm going to reduce this now. So the thing is, I don't want this to I don't want this to boil over. And it's perfectly okay to remove your things from the heat, let it calm down, then put it back. So I do this a lot of times, like if I'm making omelets or eggs, or if I'm making something that I don't want it to boil it, just remove it from the heat, and then I'm going to put it back. Okay, now that's on low. Okay, let's see here. We got Angela. Welcome, Angela. We got Michael. Welcome, Michael. Michael is asking, do you put molasses in your greens to get rid of some of the bitterness? No, I don't, Michael. I've never heard of putting molasses in my greens. No. Has anyone ever put molasses in their greens to get rid of the bitterness? No. I actually add bitterness to my greens. So with these greens, these are, and it just depends on the type of greens that you're using. Not all greens are bitter. In my greens, I have mustard, collard, and turnip. And then Pamela said, no, sir. No, sir. We don't put molasses in our greens. Hello. We have Kid here. Hello, Amy Kid. So for my greens, what I put in my greens, I put some smoked meat. I put a little oil. I put salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And then I put red pepper flake. And that is my greens seasonings. But I've never heard of molasses. Has anyone else put molasses? So who did that before? Michael, have you had greens with molasses in them? That just doesn't seem like it goes together. So let's just take a poll here. All right. So if you're just tuning in, you're making meals with Mika. We are hanging out in my kitchen today. There's no rhyme, no reason. You guys are hanging out with me as I prep and cook my Thanksgiving meal. I'm asking you about what you're doing for Thanksgiving. We're hanging out. We got music playing. We got cocktails. We got food everywhere. We are sharing recipes. We're sharing do's and don'ts in the kitchen. We're sharing traditions. If you are having a good time, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It goes down every single Wednesday here in the kitchen. Let's see here. Kimberly says, I put apple cider vinegar, a little sugar. Okay. To take the bitterness out. Okay, so Michael, Kimberly says she does put a little sugar. Now let me show you guys. If you guys don't know what molasses is, let me show you guys what molasses looks like. And Charlotte said, no sir, we don't put molasses. I'm saying my wife's grandfather always cooked it like that. You know what? Like, so this is the cool thing about being on here because you learn different things. So this is molasses, you guys. If you've never seen molasses, this is molasses. And molasses is delicious in a lot of things. I just never had it with molasses. So I'm not going to knock it because I haven't tried it yet. But did he say like how much or... I will try it. I will try this. Molasses and greens. See, you learn something new every day. And you should never be afraid to try new things. And it's from the 40s. You know, they knew how to cook in the 40s. They didn't have a lot of things that we had. You know, so they had to make what's due. Now look at this. Are you guys trusting the process? You see how it started off, but now look. Can you see that it's getting thicker? At first it just looked like cranberries and orange juice, but can you see the vision here? Can you see the vision? It's not done yet. It's not done yet. I'm going to put it back on there. But this is homemade cranberry sauce, and it's going to be delicious. Let me taste this for sweetness. That's good. Let me wash my hands real quick. Yes, homemade cranberry sauce. Absolutely. It sounds strange to me too, but I'm not going to lie. It was pretty good. Hey, listen, I will try it. I will try it. And thank you for saying my cooking is amazing. You guys, so the recipes that, especially when it comes to Thanksgiving and traditional African American dishes, I only can speak for my cultural dishes. I make them how my great grandmother and my mom taught me, right? My great grandmother, she chose me. My mom had 5 kids. She had 3 daughters. My great-grandmother chose me to come to her house when I was 8 years old. And my great-grandmother was like the chef of the whole entire family. Everyone came to her house for everything. Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, 4th of July. Like, her house was the spot. Like, she was the best cook in the whole entire world to us. And she chose me as like her apprentice when I was 8 years old. And my mom drove me over there. And I cooked my first Thanksgiving dinner with her, and then I cooked Christmas, and then Easter. Then I became like her right hand. So everything that I cook, like that is my foundation for cooking. So I'm cooking everything how my grandmother taught me. Now, of course, you know, my taste or our taste isn't the same as our parents or grandmother. So you gotta add, add your little je ne sais quoi. You gotta, add. Someone said razzle dazzle. You gotta add your own razzle dazzle. So I add my own razzle dazzle to all the dishes. I like to make healthier versions of them. So I'm going to use smoked turkey. I'm going to use avocado oil. I'm not going to use flour all the time to fry. I'm going to bake instead of deep frying. But the flavor is going to be there every single time. And that is the joy of cooking. I live to eat, okay? I live to eat, and I live to eat well, and we all should. So happy Thanksgiving. We are turning up today. Okay, what's going on here in this chat? You are right. We should not. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle. I love that. Razzle dazzle. I hope everyone is having a good time. My eggs are boiling. I'm going to put you guys onto game because one of the biggest frustrations when you're making deviled eggs is like the peels not coming off, or the egg sticking to the peel. I'm going to give you guys a little secret on how not to have your eggs stick. Okay. Am I the only one sipping? My boyfriend's here sipping. I'm sipping. No one else is sipping. So like we're just sipping by ourselves. That's kind of like sad. What are you drinking, you guys? I'm drinking a sidecar. This is a cognac based cocktail. You know? Look at this. Look at that. You guys see? You guys are trusting the process. It's coming along. Ooh, this is looking good. It's not done yet. It's still got a little bit more time, but this is homemade cranberry sauce. 3 ingredients. Someone's sipping iced tea. Is that my person from Georgia? Pamela sipping iced tea. I'm about to pour a glass. Okay, let's go. St. Thomas, join me. Yay, let's go. We are having, listen, we're staying up all night. Okay, we are staying up all night. We're having cocktails. Somebody's sipping cherry 7-Up. Okay, so me and my boyfriend's the only ones drinking. Is that what y'all saying? We're the only ones drinking on a Wednesday? I mean, God have me a good cocktail. All right, let's see here. Deviled eggs, right? We have the deviled eggs. The eggs are almost done. Pretty much. Dang. Well, finally. It's bad that I'm looking for more drinkers. Cheers. Cheers to S. Thomas. Cheers to my brother. Cheers to Steve. Cheers to all the drinkers out there. Listen, we're having a great time. And then cheers to the non-drinkers too. I do have water. Okay, I do have water, so cheers to the non-drinkers too. Okay, no one gets left out here. Eggnog and Hennessy. Can I heart that comment? Can I heart your comment? I cannot heart it. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Sophia. Come on with the cognac. Let's go, Sophia. Cheers. Happy Wednesday. We are hanging out in the kitchen cooking for Thanksgiving. So guys, my eggs are almost done. This is the hack to deviled eggs. I'm going to take this bowl. I'm going to put some ice in here. I'm going to put some cold water in here because we're going to shock the eggs when they go in here. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to go to my freezer down here. Look, you good over there? Y'all okay over there? Okay, I got a mic right here. Is it loud? Okay, so my ice is going to go in here for my deviled eggs. Just put my braised short ribs, in a crock pot. Girl, you guys are making delicious food. Braised short ribs, yes. Oh, what are you serving those with? Are they coming with gravy? I need more details. That's music to my ears. Earlier, we had Deontay. He said, you guys, he puts oysters in his dressing. Has anyone ever had dressing with oysters in there? And then we had a young lady. She puts, she's making a sourdough cornbread with a little touch of honey dressing. I have never heard of these beautiful concoctions, but everything is sounding delicious. All right, so I'm going to get a dish for my cranberry sauce because that's almost done. Look, you guys. Does anyone have a Tupperware cabinet? Look, but my Tupperware cabinet is very organized. All right, like we got big, small. Like this is the level of craziness that I am. But everything in its place and a place for everything. Okay, that was my Tupperware drawer. Almost the full bottle of cab. Okay, let's go. Those are going to be delicious. You're braising them in wine. Look, we have a lot of chefs on this page. That's what I love. I learned so much from my subscribers. You know, like people comment on my reels, Mika, you should add this or take this out or do that. And I have such a great time. I learned so much. So if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Look at this, you guys. Homemade cranberry sauce. We started with these cranberries and orange juice. And then do you remember when I said that they're gonna bust open and make like this thick like relish? It's just like I don't even know like why this happens, but it happens. These are done. This homemade cranberry sauce is delicious, you guys. So now it just has to cool. I'm gonna scoop it into my. But look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Can you imagine that on the dressing? So my order is I put my dressing and then I put my gravy and then I put the cranberry sauce. And when you get that perfect bite of dressing, gravy and cranberry sauce, it's like the best. It's a symphony. Okay? All right. Cranberry sauce done. Okay. So this is going to go in the refrigerator. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you guys about with these eggs. Okay. Eggs, ice bath. I'll put those in there. Now, here's a crucial step to peeling the eggs. I'm not going to peel them just yet, but I'm going to do something prior to. I found that this always helps with the peeling. And I don't know why, it just does. People say put vinegar in the water. This is what I do every time. So I go in there and I take it and I just crack them. I just go through and I crack them. And I put them back in the ice bath. And when I get ready to peel them, the peeling goes right out. You guys, I don't know why this works or how it works. I just know that it works. So if you ever want a little trick to peeling eggs so the shell won't stick, you put them in an ice bath immediately. And then you just go through. Now, don't be all rough. You know, you got to crack them gently. And you crack them and somehow, let me see. Pamela, you do it too. Why does it work? I don't know why it works or how it works. I just know it works. It's crazy. And I don't even know where I learned this from. I feel like I made it up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm serious. I don't even know where I learned it from. I literally feel like I made this up, but obviously there's more than I'm not the only genius on this planet. So if you want your eggs, then you can peel them and they won't just be all weird and ugly looking and sticking to the shell. You immediately put them in the ice bath and you go through and you crack them all and just let them sit in for a second. Okay? And somehow, some way, your eggs, like they come out like clean. And Pamela, she has done it, and she said it works. I don't even know why, guys. We got the music playing. Now I'm just washing dishes. You know, look, my kitchen is clean. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look at this. I have been cooking all day, but look how immaculate this kitchen is. You see that? Those are greens. Look how immaculate this kitchen is. Okay, because we clean after. We clean after everything, okay? We got to have a nice workspace. Now, that's just my je ne sais quoi in the kitchen. Everyone has their own thing. I just don't like clutter. I go crazy, you know? I got to have a clean workspace. So what's everybody up to? What's up? We got greens. What's going on? Can I get a charcuterie, please? Look at this little... Yes, you can get a charcuterie. So you guys are gonna watch me. Look, we're hanging out. You guys are hanging out with me. I don't know how many options we have, but my boo. You guys, y'all see Steve Reyes right there? Say what's up to Steve Reyes. That's my boo. He's asking me for a charcuterie. He gets whatever he wants. So if he wants a charcuterie, he's gonna get a charcuterie. Okay. We're just hanging out. There go. Yeah, yes, let's go. Let's go. I love cooking. What's up, shawty? Okay, so look, you guys, I have made about look. I have made about 15 pots of dishwater today. So I have this thing, Jeff. What was the name of the sink? I can't remember the style. Not a wrench style sink. Honey, what's the name of this type of sink? A what? Farm. So you guys, I have a farm style sink, which is one big huge sink, and it's perfect for cooking. However, for washing dishes, either you have like a dish pan or like I have like this little pot. I have like that bowl that I just use specifically for washing dishes because I have a farm style sink. And I've probably made, like today alone, I've probably made about 500 things of dishwater. Like, no joke. Yes, I have a farmhouse sink, yes. So you know, like you only can make little bowls of dishwater. So I've made about 500 today, okay? Because I've been cooking since 7 a.m. I made about 500 bowls. That's all I want to say. Hello. Well, I cooked so far today. So earlier today for a client, now I didn't make that many here, but earlier today for a client, I delivered, meals. So I've cooked everything today. I've cooked turkey, I've cooked dressing, I've cooked, smothered green beans with smoked turkey, homemade rolls, sweet potato pie. I have been up cooking all day. Now for my house, I'm finally cooking for my house. My dressing is already made. I have to put that in the oven tomorrow. My turkey is brining, so he's in there chilling. My ham, we're going to make the ham tomorrow. I'm about to make my deviled eggs. You guys, I've made my greens. They're here. That's 10 bunches of greens. I already said the deviled eggs. I'm doing the cranberry sauce. What else? I made my mom's homemade rolls. So I'm almost done, I'm almost done. Because some things you have to make the day of. Like mac and cheese, we do not reheat mac and cheese, okay? Mac and cheese has to be made and consumed the day of. We are not reheating mac and cheese, okay? I'm doing my yams. I'm doing some sweet potatoes tomorrow. Hey, Mika, I made your cornbread dressing recipe, and it's the bomb. Yay! Simply Susie, you are like the third person to tell me that today. Thank you. Yay. So I have a cornbread dressing recipe. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. You are amazing. Okay, guys, we're going to take not a pause from the cause. While the eggs are cooking, it's Thanksgiving. You don't know what's going to come out this kitchen. So I'm about to make a quick charcuterie board real quick, okay? So I'm going to you got to have cheese. You guys, look at this. We got to have cheese for that good charcuterie board. This is a snack, okay? So when we're snacking. Does anyone eat when you're cooking? So you guys are about to see how we get down in this house when it's time to make snacks while we're cooking. Hold on. Oh, okay, I can't reach. Does anyone else use their tongs when they're trying to reach? All right, I gotta reach way back here. We're chilling. Hey, welcome guys. Happy Wednesday. It is a party here. Okay, I'm about to make a snack real quick. We got the music playing. And let me go get the rest of the snacks. Alright guys, I'll be there in a second. Okay. So listen, you have to keep your fuel up, okay? You have to keep your fuel up. So I'm about to make a quick charcuterie board. Hi, baby. Okay. Charcuterie basics 101. You gotta have crackers. Now, this is, I don't know if anyone's doing a charcuterie tomorrow. This isn't for tomorrow. This is like to eat right now. We got crackers. I got olives and pickled garlic. Different types of cheeses. I got some hard cheese and I got some soft cheese. Some dried fruit. I have some dates and then nuts. And now you just got to make it look pretty. Okay? So let me get a... And yes, when you are cooking for yourself, you're your first customer. So you need to make all of your food look delicious, all right? What's going on, guys? How's everyone doing this Wednesday? We're just doing something different today. We're all cooking for Thanksgiving. We all got one goal in mind. It's to eat and make delicious food. So tell me what is on the menu. I have seen so many different recipes and dishes in this thread. Like, you guys have been coming. I think the most creative thing I've heard two creative things so far. Someone, and if you guys are brand new, have you ever heard of this? Someone asked me if I've ever made cornbread dumplings. You guys, if you eat collard greens, this person said you put the cornbread mixture over the greens when they're cooking, with the like the pot liquor, and make cornbread dumplings. You don't think I'm not gonna look up that recipe? And I am. And then someone asked if we've ever put, that was Ken, I think, molasses in your greens. I've never, but that doesn't mean I'm not. So we're just cooking, hanging out. How are you guys doing today? We got someone sipping eggnog and Hennessy. I'm sipping a sidecar. We got someone sipping some Cabernet. My brother, what were you over there sipping, brother? Like, this is, you guys, this is the life. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this day, because it's like my family. I feel like the vibes are here. The vibes are here. You guys like how I cut that cheese? You guys like how I cut that perfectly good? Look, I love cheese. A secret about me, I love cheese. Like, how do we know that God exists? Because there's cheese. That's how I know. Because there's cheese. Okay, that's my favorite thing to eat. So I'm just making a little charcuterie. Let me know how you guys are doing. We got everybody making greens. Everybody got their greens on. If you don't got your greens on, you don't even put them on. It's too late. Greens should be on by now. We got someone doing a smoked turkey. We got Cornish hens. We got some delicious dishes going on. We got Finesse here. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Right now, I'm just making a charcuterie board for a snack, because we got to eat when we're cooking, okay? And I'm just assembling this charcuterie board. Hello, guys. Happy Wednesday. And then after I make my deviled eggs, I think I might sign off. I got these deviled eggs to make. I want to show you guys how I make my deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs, by the way. And then I don't think anyone else was doing deviled eggs. Is anybody else doing deviled eggs? Is anybody else doing deviled eggs? And you guys, I cannot cut cheese without eating it. I just love cheese. Cheese is so my favorite. Oh, thank you. You're beautiful too. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate you. Everyone, I mess with y'all. I mess with y'all the long way. Because everyone always shows me love. When we're hanging out here, it's always a vibe. Every Wednesday, it's always a vibe. Oh, Deontay, you're making your deviled eggs tomorrow. How soon in advance? Like, I'm making them tonight. I'll probably eat them. You know I'm gonna eat some tonight too. So for my charcuteries, I always like to put a soft cheese on there too. So we got a hard cheese, we got a soft cheese. And guys, this is just for snacking. Okay? So what do y'all eat on? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gift, Steve. Thank you. You guys, what do you eat when you're making Thanksgiving? Like, I never sample the food. I mean, I do take little bitty pieces, just to taste it. But what are you guys eating for Thanksgiving? I'm like, when you're cooking, what are you eating? I make tuna sometime. All right, so we got cheese, we got olives. I love garlic stuffed olives. They're the best. Thank you for the gift, Steve. Hey, guys, if you're having a good time, like, hey, it is loaded in here. Everyone's hanging out, chilling, ready for Thanksgiving. Everyone's hanging out. Everything that's made, definitely. Okay, no, here's the real question, though. How long do you eat your Thanksgiving leftovers? So Thanksgiving is Thursday. When are you done eating them? I'll tell you guys mine after you tell me yours. If Thanksgiving is Thursday, when are you going to be like, okay, I'm done. I am done with eating the food. No more. This is, I'm putting some habanero pickled garlic on here, you guys. Till it's gone. Oh, really? Okay. So you're not throwing away no Thanksgiving anything. Okay. All right. Respect. I'm going to say it's Thursday. By Saturday, I'm over it. Yeah, Walter. Of course, we're still at it. This is the party. Welcome back, boo. We're welcome back. You left. We are hanging out. Okay? This is what we do. We're talking about how long we eat Thanksgiving leftovers. So we got Deontay and Finesse says till is gone. I'm saying until Saturday. Okay? I'm saying until Saturday. You guys, and they're supposed to be, well, they want everyone, or we're all, as citizens, supposed to be participating in this economic blackout where we're not buying anything. So I made sure to go and, stock up on food and stuff like that. It is very expensive out there. It is so expensive. It's ridiculous. So you got to do what you got to do. And that's why, eating it until it's gone. Yeah, no waste. No waste. But since we're going to have a couple people over, this will be gone by Saturday. Okay? Because if it's not gone by Saturday, on Saturday I'm making some salmon patties. I already have it in my head when I'm eating on Saturday. So all of this Thanksgiving food needs to be gone by Saturday. But what I do is, like, I'm having a ham. This is the first time in years I've ever cooked a ham. And I don't really eat ham like that, but I love ham salad. So I'm going to make a ham salad, right? Or if there's leftover turkey, you do like turkey salads and things like that. So you can take what you have and, repurpose it into something else. All right, guys, so I just got done making this charcuterie. This is for my boo. And we're going to make these double eggs. Steve, hey, Steve, can you come get this? Or do you want, I can't bring it to you. But look, this is just a little snack, guys. Look at that. Just a little charcuterie. The blackout started today. And it's for 1 week. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. The blackout started today. Is for 1 week. And the charge is, The charge is for us not to purchase from any major corporation, guys. So no major corporation. You're not like you're supposed to not buy anything out, no chains or anything like that. And here's the thing, even though you might not start today, it doesn't mean that you can't start. It doesn't mean like you're all in or nothing, right? So it's going on for a week where we are supporting local minority, women owned, small businesses. And the goal is to uplift the community and build each other as citizens and not give all our money to corporations. So even if you haven't done so yet, it started today, but it's going to keep going for a whole week. So you can pick and choose what days. Even you doing it one day is better than not doing it at all, So I would just say try your best. All right, let's get into these deviled eggs. I need some mustard. I'm getting all my ingredients for the deviled eggs, guys. Relish. Mayo. Look at this little thing of mayo. This mayo cost me $5. Ridiculous. And this right here, this $5, 2 scoops of mayo is why we're boycotting. Okay? That's why we're boycotting. Now let's make these deviled eggs, shall we? Let's see here. What am I doing here? I gotta put them in. You use relish, mustard, Miracle Whip, and smoked paprika. Oh. Now, I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to make my. I don't know if I want to load them tonight. I'm trying to think, you guys. I don't think I'm going to load them tonight. Meaning I'm not going to stuff them. But I am going to make everything up. So you guys will see it. But I'm just going to stuff them tomorrow. Alright. Here's a hack. If you have a food processor, get a food processor. If not, no biggie. I mean, you can make deviled eggs without a food processor. But I like to show you guys how to kind of like zhuzh it up a little bit. All right, so we have the eggs. And remember I said when they got done, here's my gem. When they got out of the hot water, you put them in an ice bath. And then after the ice bath, you crack them. And somehow, like the shell comes right off. And of course I spilled some water, but it's okay because that's what happens when you're in the kitchen. You're going to spill a little water sometimes. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Oh, another thing about me, guys, like what is a nice way to say you're clumsy? Like, I don't want to insult myself, but I have an affinity for dropping things and running into things. And I got bruises right here. I burned myself today. War scars. If you don't have burn marks, are you really a cook? I mean, if you don't have a couple cuts and burn marks, do you really cook? Deontay, your eggs sound delicious. Okay, so this is how I make my eggs, you guys. Alright, I got a bowl for my yolks. And then I have... Walter, you said you're making a smoked turkey? Okay. I'm just emptying out the water. Now, I hope this works. I told you guys how to make these deviled eggs, and I hope they work. Oh, Pamela, look, I have this rag over here that's filled with soap. I'm always washing my hands, boo. You don't even gotta worry about it, boo. You don't even gotta worry about it, honey. And look, I got this over here. So off camera, I got the whole little washing, but I got you, boo. Okay, so the egg. So I'm just gonna squeeze it a little bit, and then the shell comes. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know why it works. You want to see it again in slow motion? I'll show you again. I'm gonna put them over here. So I just squeeze it a little bit. Thank you for the comment on my apron. Appreciate you. I'm just showing you guys my hack on deviled eggs, Cat. I appreciate you. Look at that. For the longest, I would have the issue with the egg sticking to the shell. And I don't even know where I got this tip from. I want to say I made it up. Okay, I just, in my mind, I want to believe that I made this up. But you take them directly out of the hot water. You put them in an ice bath. And then you crack them just enough. And somehow it makes them magically, the peel not stick. So that is, if you've never learned anything from me, you've just learned how to peel an egg. And these are for deviled eggs. Like when I'm eating them, well, no, I can't even say when I'm eating them for myself. I never like for my eggs to stick. But especially for deviled eggs because you're presenting them. And every now and then, you want to get the extra shell off. You just run a little bit of water on it. But when you're peeling them, of course, you want them to look their best. And this shell just comes right off. So, you might see some people say, oh, put vinegar in your water. Or, no, you don't have to put vinegar in your water. And even if vinegar does work, I feel like you're adding another flavor. Because vinegar tastes like vinegar, right? So if you put vinegar in your eggs, that is going to have a hint of vinegar. And I don't want a hint of vinegar in my deviled eggs. So, and this has never failed me. All right, so I'm almost done. I got one more. I'm doing 9 eggs. I don't know why I didn't do 6. I don't know why I didn't do 5. I did 9. We're gonna have 18 deviled eggs. By the time the guests get here, we might have about 12 deviled eggs because I will eat 6 all by myself. Please don't play with me. Okay. So, eggs are all peeled. And I'm not going to stuff them tonight because you guys know how deviled eggs are. If I stuff them tonight, I have to cover them. But then if I cover them, I run the risk of the topping sticking. But then if I don't cover them, then they get all hard and weird. So I'm just not going to stuff them tonight. Then I just go through and I just clean. And some people are like, well, you don't want the paper towel on your egg. I mean, you got to dry it off. So, all right. Deviled eggs. Food processor. If you don't have a food processor, I don't care what brand you get, what kind you get. I'm not here to promote a brand. I am here to make your cooking easier and a little bit better. And food processors come in handy, you guys. When I make those sweet potato pies, I put it in the food processor before I mixed it because it just makes everything silky smooth. And this is what the food processor is going to do for these deviled eggs. It's just going to make them silky smooth. So I just put them right in the food processor. So I'm just going to put the eggs in the food processor. And you guys have been so wonderful. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We're family now, okay? We are family. You guys, you guys do know that we are spending our first Thanksgiving together cooking, okay? So that bonds us. We are family. And even if you don't tune in every single Wednesday to my lives, which you should because it's always a party, next year we're doing it again. It's going to be bigger and better. And this is just going to be our Thanksgiving tradition, right? And you guys can share your dishes. Let me know, how everything went. And we can just check in at least every year for the Thanksgiving party, right? So I'm just carefully removing the yolk, and it's going directly into the food processor. Thank you, Soul Food Cooking. Thank you. You are so kind. I appreciate you so much. Come hang out every Wednesday. And listen, not only do I love to share tips, I love to receive tips. I learn so much from you guys. It's crazy, and that's what cooking is all about. No one knows all the answers. We have to learn and grow from each other. And that's what makes, cooking so much fun. So I'm just going to store these in here tomorrow. I'm not going to stuff them tonight. But I'm going to show you guys how to make the best. And my brother Deontay's on here, and I pretty much use everything that you say you use, Deontay. I just add a little bit of garlic powder. So if you guys follow me, hi, welcome to Making Meals and Making a Thanksgiving edition. So the gag is, you guys, I love garlic powder. That is my garlic. First of all, is my favorite seasoning. I just love garlic. I love it. I love it all types of ways. But I put garlic powder in almost everything. I don't, besides eggs. Now I'm really particular about my eggs, salt and pepper. Okay, salt, pepper, maybe a little cheese. We're not doing, we don't put too much in eggs. Like eggs are very delicate. But besides that, garlic powder goes in everything. Okay. All right. So we have our we have our egg yolk. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little mayo in here. Now, depending on the type of mayo that you like, you can put whatever mayo you want. Sometimes I use olive oil mayo when I'm trying to be really, really healthy. But I got this mail. I don't know if you guys ever do Instacart where they go shopping for you. And I don't pay attention. Sometimes I don't pay attention to the size. So, I mean, this was like $5.99. And then the other one was like $8.99. I was like, well, I'll just get the $5.99 one. And I was thinking that it was like the medium size one. This is it. Let me give you guys a comparison. This is like a regular cup. What am I gonna do with this? I gotta use it. Okay, so we have our eggs. I can probably put all of this in here. I'm gonna put maybe like probably like 2 tablespoons. Put 3 teaspoons in there of, what is this? Mayo. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of mustard. Right here, just right in the food part, just a little bit. And then relish. I just eyeball all this, guys. You make stuff so much, you can just eyeball it sometimes. Now this is a little dill relish. I've been trying to stay away from sugar, but I do want a little sweetness. Let's see if I got some sweet relish. I don't have any sweet relish. The healthy me went grocery shopping. Don't you guys hate that? Typically I use dill relish, but no, these are my deviled eggs. I need a little sweetness, but the healthy me went shopping. I hate when the healthy me goes shopping and I need stuff for recipes. Put a little bit of salt in here. I don't put pepper in my deviled eggs. But I do put a little garlic powder. And because I don't have sweet relish, I would not normally do this. But this is live. We're cooking live and you have to improvise. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar in here. Just a little bit. Because I need some sweet relish. And I don't have it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of sugar. to sweeten this up just a little bit. Okay. What was that, like a half a teaspoon? Kinder's lemon butter. Ooh. Thank you for that. What do you put that on? I am always here for a good seasoning. And then we're going to close this up. So you said Kinder's lemon garlic butter. That sounds lemon butter garlic. And caramelized onion butter. That sounds delicious. Okay, guys. So I have all of my deviled eggs ingredients in my food processor. You guys get your food processor. I'm just going to chop it. Just that quickly, I'm going to go around the other way. And what you have just done is you have taken, because sometimes deviled egg mixture can be a little lumpy, right? So what this does is it just makes it silky smooth. So when you're loading it back into the halves, it just looks really nice. Now sometimes when I'm catering and I want to be fancy, I'll put this in a little piping bag and I'll pipe this into the I'll pipe it into the egg, but I'm not piping it tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna do it old school. And then of course you just want to taste it. And I'm washing my hands. And you guys, you get to the point where you cook something so much that you can just eyeball it and you don't even have to adjust it, and it's perfect every time. Okay. Right? I can't wait till tomorrow. Okay? Right? So, and that took what? 5 seconds? And I'm done. And this is going to be like, look how creamy. That's like a mousse. Look how creamy that is and fluffy. And so if you have a food processor, try that hack. Put your topping, your filling in a food processor. And you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the deviled eggs can be a little lumpy or kind of, but look at that. And look how it's perfect, right? It's perfect. And I'm just going to load these up tomorrow because I don't want them to get hard. But then, like, what do you cover deviled eggs with? Unless you have like a special deviled egg carrier. Because if you cover it with plastic wrap, some of the topping sticks to the plastic wrap. If you cover it with foil, some of it sticks to the foil. And I don't want it to stick to the foil. Like, I want to eat all of that. So I'm not going to load these until tomorrow. I get nervous when you slice eggs. Well, I appreciate you getting nervous for me. Yeah, that's not really practicing like, knife safety. But like when you do something so long, it just becomes like muscle memory. So I've been cooking for so long, there's some things that I do that, really isn't the safest. Don't tell anybody. But you're right. You make a dome out of foil. That's really good. That's really good. Now, what do you guys think I'm going to do with this spoon? You think I'm going to... Oh, that's good. Ooh! These deviled eggs are going to be delicious. I'm going to chop them with chives tomorrow. You guys, I'm almost done. Okay, let me get the top. I got to get the top to that. So, deviled eggs, but they're done, right? I will assemble those tomorrow. It took me 2 seconds in the food processor. Let me go put this back over here. And then one last thing before I sign off. I feel like sad that I got to sign off. I don't have anything left to cook. Like, we've cooked everything, guys. I'm just like washing dishes right now. Okay. Now I do have to try. I have to taste these greens. So when I cook greens, I season them heavily in the beginning. And then I give them a little time to cook. And then I go in and taste them. So I'm going to taste them real quick. Let me go put everything in the refrigerator. All right. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. right, we got the deviled eggs. Let me go put these things back in the refrigerator and let's see what these greens are talking about. Oh, it's okay, Kat. It's okay. Don't apologize. You're here now. We always have a party every single Wednesday. We are here 7 p.m. Okay, we are here and we just have a party. It is a whole party in this kitchen. Okay, let's taste the greens. And look, these are my egg peels. Did you guys see how easily the eggs came off? Use that hat. Okay, I gotta put these things away, guys. I just have to put things away when I'm done. Okay, and lastly, let's taste these greens. What am I going to pluck the turkey? The turkey is marinating in the brine. Are you making some chitlins? No, I am not making chitlins. Carlos, hi, how are you? But someone else on here was making chitlins. I don't like chitlins. I don't like them at all. I don't like chitlins. I don't like pig feet. I don't like hog maws. And it's a texture thing for me. The taste actually isn't that bad, but it is a texture. I am a huge texture person. That's why I don't like a lot of shellfish. Only because of the texture. So no, sir. But are you making some? Let me know. All right, let's take a look at these greens. Now, these greens still got about 19 hours to cook, okay? But, you know, they're looking all right. Now, what you guys don't see is I did put some smoked turkey in there. So the smoked turkey's in there. I put some onions in there. And then I seasoned these. But now I'm just here to check the seasonings. Because we know when you make greens, you really don't have to do much to them. You got to just let them do their thing. But I do want to make sure they're seasoned correctly. And see, there's a piece of that smoked meat. It hasn't broken down yet. But it will. And I don't even want to force it. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I have onions in here. And I have red pepper flakes. I put a little avocado oil in here. Because we need something to dip our cornbread in. And we need that little greasiness. So they are looking wonderful. And I'm just going to, they should be tender enough for me to just see how I need to adjust my seasoning. Now, I'm not just going to taste the juice. I want to taste the greens itself. A big collard green would just come up. All right, these are the mustard greens. Let's see. Oh, the seasoning is on point. Oh, I does this, okay? This is what I does. But the only reason why the seasoning is on point, I had 3 different, I put, you know, because I had this many greens, they had to fit in this pot. So I did them like 3 layers. I did 1 big bowl, stuff them in here, let those cook down. Got another bowl, stuff them in here, let them cook down, and got the 3rd one. But every single time I put something in here, I season these. I seasoned them 3 times, and they're actually good to go. These are on low. Those are done. I would love for you guys to hang out with me tomorrow, but you know, tomorrow's go time. I'm making my macaroni and cheese. I'm putting my turkey in the oven, and I'm also making my potatoes. I hope that everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving, a wonderful holiday. I used to live in Dallas, Texas. Right now, I'm in Chicago. So I am cooking out of Chicago. You guys have been absolutely amazing. We have been hanging out for almost 3 hours. And this place has been rocking. And we have just been sharing great, you know, like recipes and ideas. And everyone sharing their menus. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Wednesday. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope tomorrow is just filled with love and laughter and joy, and most of all, delicious food. And you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. I can't wait to hear about how Thanksgiving was. I will see you guys next Wednesday. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, subscribe. Go ahead, hit the like button. And Chicago is an amazing city. Yes, it is. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This has been amazing. I'm gonna go eat some of that charcuterie, sip my cocktail, and just go to sleep with the smell of greens in the air. All right. Thank you guys for making meals with Mika. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Happy Thanksgiving! Yay! You guys are amazing. See you later, guys.